your hair loose and headbang. There is always a part where I can grab people's hands in the audience or even let them sing if it's a song that is more well known, like Sands of Time, Concrete
That's
Cages,
right, right.
My Haven, now Dazzling Darkness. I just hand the microphone to them.
That's awesome.
This way, my life is easier.
Yeah,
They have
yeah.
a good time. Everybody's happy.
All right, guys, this is Ryan with Ethereal Metal, and I'm coming to you today with Noah of Scardust, and we're going to be discussing their latest album, Souls, out everywhere now via Frontiers. Noah, thank you so much for taking the time to chat.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
How have you been?
Fine, busy.
Yeah,
How are you?
good. I'm doing pretty well, thanks. So before we jump in and talk about Souls, I wanted to ask, kind of a little, a fun icebreaker question. You've already given the world Disney princess songs in a metal version, which was awesome, by the way.
Thank
Um,
you.
so now I have to ask, if Princess Jasmine started a prog metal band, what would the first single be called, and would you guess on it?
Of course I would.
Yeah,
Progressive Oriental metal sounds right up my alley.
awesome.
Why would it be called? I'll have to think about it.
Nice.
What was the name of her tiger? Sorry, I'm blacking out here. Uh,
Oh gosh, now you got me
yeah,
thinking. Raja,
right, something like that.
right? Something with an
That,
R. I
that,
can't remember.
yeah,
Yeah.
sounds like a great topic for a prog Oriental metal Disney princess song.
Awesome. Nice. Cool. All right. So jumping in, Scardust has always carved out a unique space in progressive symphonic metal. When you look back at the band's journey so far, what do you think has been the most defining part of your identity?
That's a big question. Uh, the most defining,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it has to be the way we started the band because this was when we kind of laid down the guidelines for the band that we wanted to be um very like complex proggy but also
Yeah.
catchy
Yeah.
and also musical in the sense of musical theater or Disney,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Sure. Yeah.
and also have a lot of classical music influences and very technical. And we wanted it to be uh, like a relationship with the crowd, basically from day one. So we have a lot of sing-alongs. We have a lot of, repeating choruses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, so it's very proggy, but then it's also kind of poppy in a way. Or
Right. Because it has
you
those
have the
hooks.
moments. Yeah, you
Yeah.
have those moments. Yeah,
Yeah. For
exactly.
sure. Cool. Cool.
So th this was decided already on basically day -1.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. And with the album Souls, you've created your most ambitious album yet, at least in my personal opinion, featuring orchestras, choirs, international guests. What was the biggest creative challenge in weaving so many moving parts together while keeping it authentically Stardust?
I I I don't think we struggle with keeping it authentically Scardust, but it is a challenge to piece all the
Yeah,
different pieces
exactly.
together,
Yeah,
especially in terms of, the production is not the easiest, so it requires a lot of people.
yeah, for sure.
A lot of work, a lot of people, but we are very fortunate to be surrounded with a very supportive group of like circle of people. It's not just the five of us, so we have a team around
Yeah,
us. there is the Hellscore choir. All of them are
Exactly.
very involved, very much involved. So they're not just singing, they're also helping with the production, with driving in the merch booth, you
Awesome.
know, spreading the word around. So yeah, it takes a not even a village, it takes a whole
It takes
city.
more than that. It's a whole city, right?
Yeah,
That's awesome. Now, that's
exactly.
cool that you have so many people, so many moving parts together that are able to work together, to bring Stardust to life. That's really cool. Um,
Thank you.
the opening track, Long Forgotten Song, explores memory and lingering presence. Was there a personal moment or a story that specifically or directly inspired the lyrics?
Several like different stories. I think every song kind of starts with a trigger, like something that would trigger it.
Hmm.
And then you discover, or somebody brings the song to the table, and then the other band members kind of join in and add their parts, not just in the music, but also in the lyrics. So the song kind of expands and starts, being not just one thing, but a collection of many things. Um, I honestly don't remember a particular moment. It was just, I remember a general feeling of nostalgia. And it started out with the bridge with the little C part,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
the picturing a symphony, this part.
Yep. Yep.
Um, I remember having this image of old frames, like old dusty frames. Um, It was around the time my family cleared out my grandparents' house.
Oh, okay.
They are still with us, but they had to move because they're very old. They had to move to a flat closer to my parents. So they left their big house where they lived most of their lives, and we spent a lot of time cleaning old attics, and finding
Oh,
old
wow. Yeah.
pictures of the family and old uh vinyls and old paintings. And it's just, you see people's story that is, spread over centuries of their lives. So it kind of this was the initial trigger, I guess, for me to write these lyrics. And then the rest of the song was just,
Kind of just
around
fun place.
that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
Very
and
cool.
we included some references from past albums. So
Yeah.
let's see how many people can spot them.
Very cool. That's awesome. And your music, it often feels very, kind of like a cinematic universe of its own. Do you start with a narrative concept and build the music around it, or do riffs and rhythms usually spark the story first?
It kind of both, like these two things fuel one another.
Okay. Nice.
Um, but I would say we always have a clear vision of what the lyrics would be. So we don't necessarily have to have the entire song written in terms of lyrics, but we always know what it's about before we start writing the music.
Nice.
And we like letting the lyrics or the concept or the character kind of dictate what the music will be, and not the other way around. So
Cool.
it's
Nice.
usually it's usually this way. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And one thing that I appreciate personally as a musician myself, a lot of polyrhythms, a lot of odd time signatures. How do you balance these complex rhythmic ideas with making sure the songs feel cohesive and still emotionally powerful at the same time?
Yeah, so like I said in the beginning, we like um more like crowd moments,
Yeah, yeah,
more catchy lines in the chorus. So we make sure to include them, without taking away from the message or the
exactly.
complexity. So, it is a balance, but also we use themes a lot. So often, I mean, you would often hear them. For example, the guitar solo on My Haven,
My
it,
Haven. Yeah,
yeah, is kind of, the same melody as the verse,
yeah,
or the same theme as the verse, like the lead vocals in the verse. but it's not always very clear. Sometimes you really need to search for it to hear it. So
Yeah.
sometimes you will have like even a drum part, like a hi-hat bit that would imitate something that the vocals did or the choir did. And these things really enter into your subconscious.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
Don't
Yeah,
even notice it's there, but it kind of gets in your head and you cannot put the finger on it. It's just
yeah, yeah.
it you're
No,
humming the song and you don't
yeah,
even understand why.
no, exactly. So when I first got the promo from the publicist out here in the U.S., I had to listen to the album 3 times back to back to back because there were so many like different complex like polyrhythms, time signatures, and even those themes that you were talking about that interconnected, whether it was vocals and guitar or and I found myself whether it was counting time signatures or like trying to find those related themes and stuff like that. So it took me like 3 times to kind of like lock in like certain themes and stuff. It was really cool.
I love it. I mean, this is how I like to listen to music
Yeah,
that I like to listen to.
yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah, for sure.
find out every time I listen to it, find out different or new things.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Very
more
cool.
themes and more hints and more treasures. I love
Exactly.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's great to be able to layer all of that stuff together to create something that's awesome. Um, and obviously, so we talked about odd meters, but there's also some of these grounded grooves, which we were talking about as well. Do these shifts usually come from playful jamming, or are they carefully mapped out during the composing stage?
They're carefully mapped out.
Yeah, yeah, it
But
definitely seems.
that
Yeah,
being said, we like not always, but like 95% of the time, we will start with a piano vocals jam.
sure.
So it will start with some intuition. It's not immediately going in front of the music score
Yeah,
software. It's, it starts with playing around, feeling what works, and then take it from there.
sure. Very cool.
Yeah.
And obviously, Scardust music draws on orchestral, Mediterranean, even Celtic influences. What role do these cultural colors play in shaping the album's souls?
So I mean, we are this mixture
Yeah,
as as people because we are a mix of all these different cultures.
absolutely. Yeah,
They all come quite natural to us. So I guess our music in in its base, it's Western, but we obviously we are from the Middle East, so we have the Middle Eastern influences around us. We
yeah,
have
yeah,
worked with the TLV Orchestra,
yeah.
um, formerly known as the Jewish Arab Orchestra,
Uh-huh.
and they are known for combining like Middle Eastern Oriental instruments like the oud and like the
Very cool.
Arabic violin and you know, just in the arrangement, they use a lot of the scales and techniques, and
Yeah.
and the people in the orchestra are half Jewish, half Arabs.
Okay.
So
Nice.
yeah, it's super cool, and obviously it brought its own flavor
Yeah,
into
yeah,
into the song Unreachable. And then in RIP, you have the Turkish orchestra.
yeah.
And it's based on a guitar riff that we wrote that we just felt that fits the song, fits this, growly kind of riff. Um, and yeah, and I guess the Celtic part just is very natural. For me, I grew up listening to Celtic music, so it's very
Oh,
natural.
beautiful. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I kind of I hope I covered all of it.
Yeah, no, that was it. That was everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
that's
cool.
awesome. discuss My Haven as well. One of my standout tracks
Hmm.
for sure. I know you mentioned it before. Um, so the vocal lines, the vocal melodies, all of that. But then there's this part halfway through the song where like the vocal scatting and everything, um, absolutely phenomenal the way that it worked out. What was the whole
Thank you.
concept behind that song from the beginning?
It's to me, it's a very personal song.
Yeah,
To have a place where you feel safe. It's not, I never take this for granted.
yeah,
Um, and I think every person can relate. Like everyone has a dream of a place like this or an actual place like this where they feel safe or they feel that it's theirs. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And the place in the song is not perfect. Um, but it's the safe place. And
yeah,
it's a place where you feel that you feel you belong.
yeah,
So yeah, the last chorus, I think this is what you were referring to, is a big kind of choir sing along where the choir takes the lead
yeah.
and sings the main chorus line, and then I kind of go wild.
Which is, yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, initially I
Yeah,
thought the way I imagined it in my head when we wrote it was that the choir takes the lead and I'm just somewhere in the background. People don't even notice me, but then it got pushed forward in the mix.
yeah, yeah,
And now it's kind of like this duet, I guess, between me and my
yeah,
choir and the choir. Yeah.
yeah. No, it's really cool. And it's like almost there's almost like these contrasting rhythms within it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So really cool. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Um, and I wanted to mention, of course, I know you said the Hellscore Choir, one of your other um, projects that you lead, actually. It's become such an integral part of the Scardust sound. What's it like to conduct, arrange for, and then perform with your own choir while also fronting the band?
It's awesome because these are awesome people.
Yeah.
And we in Hellscore we work with other bands and
Hmm.
it's always very exciting to work with other bands, always. And they are always very much into it. I never like they're not forced to do it. They choose to do it.
Yeah, they
And they
just want to be
choose,
there. Yeah.
yeah, they want to be there. They want to be a part of this. And um it's it's quite easy, I would say, for me because of how awesome they are.
Yeah, yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, obviously, um you need to lead a very big group of people. That's not a walk in the park, but when the people are so much into it and they are so invested and passionate, then all the hardship is just, it's nothing compared to what it's actually, like.
Yeah, yeah,
And then, you have the studio days. The studio days are challenging because the music is very, very challenging. So, we're asking them to sing, you know, very, very high technical level stuff. They are, their game, they practice, they come prepared, and they stand there for 12, sometimes 14 hours a day
yeah.
in the studio, nailing take after take after take until we get it just right, So
Awesome.
it's not easy for anyone, not for me, not for them, but we're
Yeah, for
happy
sure.
with the result. And then you have the live shows, and in the live shows, I normally I would let someone else kind of manage the choir so I can focus on, being the front person.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Cool.
otherwise it just doesn't really work.
Yeah,
It's
I can imagine
too
trying
much.
to put the two together for sure. And and
Yeah.
speaking of your live shows, they've been described. I've only seen videos, unfortunately. I haven't seen you guys live, but they've been described technically breathtaking yet deeply emotional. What's the hardest part about delivering Scardust's intricate arrangements on stage while still keeping that raw connection with the crowd?
So we love putting on a show.
Yeah,
We don't want to be one of these, prog bands who really focus on the playing and don't pay attention to the crowd. We love the crowd is a part of the show. So
absolutely.
the
Yeah,
engagement is a part of the show. So being able to do a very, very, very complicated part and interact with the crowd at the same time, it's a challenge.
yeah, it has to be.
But yeah, but we find ways. First of all, we practice a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then we find, there is always a riff that is a bit simpler where you can, let your hair loose and headbang. There is always a part where I can grab people's hands in the audience or even let them sing if it's a song that is more well known, like Sands of Time, Concrete
That's
Cages,
right, right.
My Haven, now Dazzling Darkness. I just hand the microphone to them.
That's awesome.
This way, my life is easier.
Yeah,
They have
yeah.
a good time. Everybody's happy.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. And on stage, do you ever find yourself, because of the complex arrangements, do you ever find yourself in your head going like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, something like that, keeping yourself on time?
Yeah, the new songs.
Yeah,
When a song is new, the older songs, they just get into your muscle memory and then
sure.
um unless, you're super tired or what, yeah, it's this time of the month or shit happens.
Yeah, of
Uh
course. Yep.
and then, I would forget the occasional line.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I think everybody does that,
But
right? Regardless.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, that's a part of being a human being.
of
But
course. Absolutely.
yeah. Yeah, of course, the more times you play it, the easier or the more, natural it gets.
So the very first time I discovered your band, actually, I think it was in 2023, I found a video of the cover of Ghost Love Score.
Mm.
Yeah, it was the very first time I ever heard of the band, and I'm usually very particular about Nightwish covers, and I had to listen to it like 5 times in a row because I thought it was like really, really well done,
Wow.
really well done.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course,
it's one of
absolutely.
my favorite songs of all time.
Oh, sure.
We did a Nightwish tribute, a whole show, a
Yeah,
Nightwish tribute.
yeah,
I think we released 4 tracks, or
yeah. I
five,
think
like four public and then
right.
another one on Patreon. And yeah.
I think you did Noise also, right? I think Noise.
Yeah, Noise and Amaranth as a duo,
Amaranth, that was the other one. Yeah.
and Elan.
Okay, cool.
And you have a few shorts, like vertical shorts on
Yeah,
YouTube as
yep.
well. For I think like three more
Very
songs
cool.
or yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, Nightwish is obviously a big influence. We were all
Sure.
big fans. I've always been a big fan of Nightwish. Um, yeah, and it was in 21. We
Okay,
did
nice.
the show. And I had a, speaking of being a human being, I had a throat infection that day.
Oh no.
So I had to take so many painkillers and, different pills to calm it down and do like steam bath throughout the
Steam
day.
bath, steam breathing, yeah, all of it.
Yeah, it was crazy. At some point, I had to go off stage. We had like a set change or something, and I kind of put my head in boiling water to just,
Yeah, just to get the steam.
yeah, yeah,
Definitely.
it was crazy.
You
Yeah.
never would have guessed, honestly, especially um at the end of Ghost Love Score when you went up, I'm into that like soaring part that Floor does in Vakin. Uh, um, wouldn't have known that you had that throat infection going on at all.
Thank you.
So you hit it very well.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like crossing my fingers behind my back.
Oh no. That's great. Cool. Um, so the band has also collaborated with major names, Ross Jennings, Ali Storch, excuse me, and orchestras like you talked about from Turkey and Tel Aviv. Which collaboration on Souls surprised you the most and how it shaped the final record?
Ross.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, I was honestly a bit surprised that he agreed to
Yeah.
do. We are we're big, fangirls of Ross Jennings and Haken in general. We
Cool.
love his work. We love his singing. And it was kind of we imagined his voice when we wrote this part.
Yeah.
Um, but we couldn't really know how it will turn out. And I mean, it's not just that he did an amazing job, it's how he was committed to it, how he was passionate about it, and um he said it was a challenge for him, and that it challenged him and inspired him. But what happened next is that he flew in to perform with us at a local show. And he performed 5 songs with us. And we, I mean, the show was amazing. He was amazing. The crowd was, beyond happy about this. And we really became good friends during this trip.
Oh, that's amazing.
So we formed a really good personal connection with him. Yeah. Ali is an old friend of mine. I've known her for years.
Oh, very cool.
Um,
Nice.
she's incredible. I love
Yeah.
her. And yeah, and we met at the Wacken music camp. We both
Nice.
yeah, we both taught she taught, violin and other instruments, and I taught singing, vocals, etc.
Cool.
And yeah, we became really good friends, and we've been in touch since. So I knew, we wanted those 2 crazy violin solos in Searing Echoes, and
Yeah.
we knew
Yeah.
we needed Ali for this. There was no doubt about it.
Yeah. There's no question for sure.
And yeah, and she
Awesome.
said yes, she did a perfect job. And then she said, why won't I just play the entire string quartet on this song? And then she did that as well. So she played the cello as well and the viola, and
Yeah.
just a fantastic, fantastic job. Yeah.
I've always been a sucker for string instruments, but the cello, especially, like there's something very warm about it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I want to ask from Sands of Time to Souls, how do you feel that the band has evolved as musicians, but also as family as well?
It's a question I have to think about, because it's a whole decade I need to run through my head
Yeah.
now. Um, well, obviously you can, the music is never the same from album to album, because
Of
an
course.
album tells a chapter in our lives,
Yeah.
and no chapter is the same. I'm very proud of everything that we put out there. Um, I don't think about it as evolution. I think about it more as, you know, listening to our, older stuff. I just hear a different chapter in my life.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't really think about it as evolution. We've had some lineup changes,
Yeah.
but Yoav, the drummer, has been there
Yeah.
from day one, and we truly understand each other. We complete each other.
Yeah.
It's He's really like a sibling to me. And then, the others as well. The we every time we have like an adventure together, you can feel how the connection is, stronger and stronger.
Oh, it's grown. Yeah,
It's
that's
a bit
amazing.
hard to describe, but it's really like you said, a family. It is a
Yeah,
family.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. Very
Yeah.
cool. It's great to be able to have that, especially in something that you're so also passionate about. Yeah,
Yeah.
very cool. So my final question for you today, with Souls now out and a new chapter unfolding, what excites you most about Scardust's future? And are there any experiments, collaborations, or dreams that you're eager to chase after next?
Yeah. We've started working on our next album.
Oh, you did already? Great. Nice.
Yeah, and what's most exciting for me is the new songs that are now in the making, because
Very cool.
it's it's a totally new not a totally new sound, but it's something fresh. It's still very Stardust. There's no doubt that this is Stardust, but
Yeah.
it's new, and I'm very excited about it. We do have some collaborations already in the making. I
Okay.
can't
Nice.
I can't reveal anything
No, of
at this
course. Of course.
stage,
Still too
but
early.
yeah, keep your eyes open and your ears open.
We definitely will.
Um, yeah, and yeah, let's see what the future brings.
That's awesome. Well, Noah, thank you so much again for taking the time to chat today. For those watching, remember to check out Souls. It's out everywhere via Frontiers. I'm going to go ahead and drop a link. Just got the photo back there of the cover. Definitely make sure you check it out. It's a great album. You're not going to want to miss it. Noah, thank you again for taking the time.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
As you are a liberator, a dreamer, and daydreamer, in its mind, created me. An artist gets swept away and throws it all in a day. The beauty that took years to portray, displeased by the art of the god.